going on, Jerome's? So just realized that we completely forgot about the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. And if you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong. How does it feel? So we're just going to do this in a unique fashion. So, of course, got 33 on here, including Oregon. Go Ducks. As well as we have the Astoza line. Any team under this is just ass. Thank you. So, starting with below the Astoza line down the bottom, the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, blah, 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 blah. The Bears, blah, 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 blah. That's all I got. And there's so many 2-win teams. It's kind of crazy. But you have 5 teams that are do 7 offsuit. Although I will say, but Ducey is one of my favorite draw variants. Mixed games. Anyways. But the Giants 2-7. Yeah. The Saints. No team deserves more pain than the Saints. I'm not saying the fan base per se, but the team with cap issues. They just fired Dennis Allen because he lost to the stupid Panthers. Well, not stupid, because I actually kind of like Carolina Panthers. But the Saints deserve all of this. All of this they deserve. The Raiders bringing in Norv and Scotty Turner. Scotty doesn't know where... They got the bye week, and just things need to change. But offensively, I don't know. I think that Antonio Pierce is going to be a one and done in this spot. So, I don't know. It sucks, man. Patriots at 2-7. I don't know. I want to believe in Gerard Mayo, but this is such a unmitigated disaster right now. But at least Drake May is showing some promise. And there's not a ton of talent around him, but basically the Patriots offense right now is hopefully Drake May does something insane, and that's about it. The Jaguars, Vikings play on Sunday. Jacksonville, it's been a tough season, right? They're bottom of the barrel in a lot of the rankings. They have a lot of injuries as well. They got studs on the edge in Josh Hines-Allen, as well as Trevon Walker, former number 1 overall pick. But they got injuries all over the place. Trevor Lawrence likely going to be out as well, so it's going to be who? Mac Jones. And also we got Cam Robinson. We saved him. That's what we did, man. Tennessee Titans at 2-6. Hey, Will Levis is playing this weekend. Noteworthy for the Vikings since they play at Tennessee next Sunday. The Cowboys, so Dak going down with that hamstring. They should have been sellers at the deadline. Like Zach Martin should have been come to butthead situation. But the Cowboys are done. The Jets are done, which kind of warms my heart. Actually, no, the Jets did get a win against the Texans last Thursday, so that's why they didn't sell off at the trade deadline, but they're still going to end up like 5-12, which is just great. It's fantastic. The Panthers showing some life, man. They also have injuries, but they're showing some fight. I like that my guy Xavier Leggett and his horse Dollar Bill doing some things. Bryce Young making the most of his second opportunity. It's beautiful to see. The Browns should have been sellers at the deadline, but Nick Chubb, Jameis Winston going to do some crazy things, so we'll see. The Dolphins, it's kind of a lost season, but Tua is back. They'll put up some numbers. Maybe they'll try and get hot and make a run at a wild card. They got the Colts. Colts were all in near-run things, but the Vikings did keep the Colts in that game last Sunday night. Broncos at 5-4. I still just don't believe, man. I just don't. All right. Then the rest, starting at 13. There you go. So the Seahawks at 4-5. You don't know which Seattle team is going to show up from week to week. The Bengals, so they just lost on Thursday night against the Ravens in a near-run thing, and it kind of sucks because Joe Burrow can come out and throw 10 touchdowns, but they'd still lose at the end. And Jamar Chase had a historical fantasy day, which Jefferson is going to try to eclipse on Sunday, which is going to be good to see. But the Bengals, a bit of a spiral right now. The Buccaneers lost to the Chiefs on Monday night. Should have gone for 2. Should have gone for 2-gate. And I believe that both teams should have gone. Bengals didn't get it. Buccaneers should have gone for it, but yeah. Cardinals at 5-4 as well, still fighting in the NFC West. I do think that Kyler's trying to get things together, but in terms of fantasy football frustration, like how do you blow out the Bears, but Kyler scores like 4 fantasy points? Just frustrating. But Chargers at 5-3. So I kind of like what they're doing. Like, they're a tough physical team. Herbert is a bit of a game edge right now. They're trying to get healthy along the offensive line. J.K. 2K Dobbins is looking really damn good running the football. So I mean, there's a lot of things going on there. The Falcons moved to 6-3 on the season, with the Buccaneers fading. Kind of looks like they have a hold on the NFC South, so respect there. Kirk Cousins getting some things done, but I mean, overall, like I don't really believe a ton in their defense, as well as the weapons. Drake London getting dinged up, Pitts. So I don't know. Into the top 12, you got the 49ers at 4-4. So starting to get healthy at the right time. Christian McCaffrey coming off an injured reserve, likely going to play on Sunday. So maybe they make a run on this thing. But we'll get into the team I believe in slightly more. Oregon Ducks at 9-0, beat Michigan last Saturday. So big time things coming up for the Ducks. And I feel like, so I like the 12-team playoff, but it does seem like it waters down the importance of the regular season. Right, because you can lose a couple of games, not even win your conference, but still be able to get in, and then get hot at the right time. Yeah, the Eagles at 6-2. I don't know. Like I know the Saquon is hurdling dudes backwards, but Philly still can get got. Like that secondary is still dubious at times. They almost lost to the Jaguars. Hurts is certainly spotty as well. I think they definitely miss Jason Kelsey in the middle there. 9, you got the Texans at 6-3. Hey, Texans, one time beat the Lions one time on Sunday Night Football, please. Nico practice window open, so probably won't play on Sunday, but I guess we'll see. 8, you got the Rams. I believe in the Rams, man. They're getting healthy. They're getting hot at the right time. And most of their offensive line, like Avila and Jonah Jackson, are going to get back to good. And I think they can make a run. Like they started off really slow, but never bet against Stafford and Sean McVay. 7, you got the Steelers at 6-2. So another guy you don't bet against, Mike Tomlin, of course. But Steelers, I mean, Russ has been fine. I still think they should have rolled the Fields, but that certainly is what it is. And TJ Watt is looking like Defensive Player of the Year. That defense is going to keep them in many ball games, so they'll just go from there. The Bills at 7-2 got it done at home against the Dolphins. Bit of a near run thing, but I mean Josh Allen is playing above the rim, probably top 3 in terms of MVP right now, and that defense is gelling a lot faster than people expected to. 5, you got the Commies. Commies are fun, man. All right, and they just traded for Marshawn Lattimore. I don't think he's going to play this weekend, but he's still the Commanders are looking good. Jaden Daniels looking like a future superstar in this league. Scary Terry finally got himself a quarterback. And, I mean, Dan Quinn, respect. He's been a calming influence in Washington, and they're a veteran-laden team, relying on guys like Bobby Wagner as well as Austin Eckler, but they're getting it done. And there's some buzz there in D.C. 4, you got the Vikings 6-2. Stopping the slide against the Colts, looking to go on a run here. They should finish November 4-0, so 9-2 heading into the December 1st game against the Cardinals back at U.S. Bank Stadium. They're on the road, but they should be able to get things done. And then lastly, top 3. So you got the Lions at 7-1. They're a truck right now. I mean, respect where it's due. The Ravens. Remember when the Ravens started 0-2? Crazy, man. But 7-1 in their last 8. They just beat the Bengals. Well, rather outlasted the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. The Ravens defense is still certainly suspect, but Lamar is a freaking MVP candidate. And it's funny, like Derrick Henry was not ass, thank you, but his ass was out on national TV. It's kind of funny. And just imagine what this thing's going to be once they get Deontay Johnson up to speed. And the Chiefs, got to respect the Chiefs. I mean, they found a way to win against the Buccaneers. Maybe the Bucs sort of gave that one to him. Don't really know. But Mahomes, rain or shine, just seems to get things done. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that goes. And also, the DeAndre Hopkins trade acquisition for basically nothing was pretty damn good at the deadline for them. So that's it. Week 10 NFL Power Rankings, different structure, not as in-depth, but that's how we roll this week. It's been a weird week. Anyways, that's it. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.